All right. I guess I gave enough time to see how things are working. I was just trying to see if I could get Lasting Red working because, I'm now co-streaming YouTube just in case people's like, hey, I want to see what YouTube is up to too. Chuku 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 but chuku 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 chuku. Well, hey Wolfie, how you doing? Let's see. We could finish up case 4. I know I'm not. Ooh, what the heck? Hold on a second. All right. Cool. Because if I'm voice acting, I might as well show my whole mood maneuver. That I'm actually moving a lot. So. Find a good deep boy. I'm warming up. All right. Ace Attorney. In the middle. Hopefully I can continue on with this. See how great I can be. Alright, let's see. So just to go over everything, last time we flash back 7 years ago to when Edgy is starting to start his prosecutor career, but is on hold because the prosecutor he was supposed to take over and a suspect got murdered into a lobby. And for some reason, Gumshoe has been accused of murder. So, yeah, that's about it. I don't have anything else to say. Sir, what is to become of the trial in the Kotopian emissary staff member murder? Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutors are now dead. Ta! The case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely. Looks like you have to wait a little bit long for your big debut. You can't really break the creative paradox, that show. I suppose it can be helped. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. So, what do you think about the murder of the Condopian emissary staff member? And the murders of Miss Faraday and Mr. L? What an outrageous circus this has become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivete. An outrageous circus? Right, sir. Everything you say is correct. Of course I'm correct. For I am Manfred von Karma. Perfection. It never lost in 35 years. I grew weary of this topic, Edgeworth. I will have you assigned to a different case. Papa, you come and watch my courtroom debut next, wouldn't you? I'll consider it. I'll see if I even have a little hint of love in order to see your courtroom case. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue my investigation. Whatever for. I know that there's already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. However, there is not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of guilt. Of his guilt. The perfect proof. Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection. Oh, I'm worthless. You're right. I'm very worthless. Thank you, sir. Your words means so much for me. Papa, who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I, we're competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a real rare opportunity. It will give us a real-life experience, wouldn't you agree? If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish. I don't give a hoot. Then you're allowing us to continue? In court, your top priority is to win. And a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you become recognized as the first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise, right? I'm returning to home now. That's what, Francesca! See to it I'm not disturbed, save for the result of your competition. Now leave me be. Yes, sir. Of course, Papa. Well, Francisca, thank you. What are you thinking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective lie. That means that the competition's still on. Yes, just as you wished. I can let you get off so easily. The guest with the Wolfie was, yeah, it was fun. I liked it. I still like the typical splat turf war more, but yeah, it's good to have some diversion once in a while. Now then, let's see how well you fare on the investigation we here, Mouse Edward. No, I don't have enough information yet. So my first order of business will be to question anyone involved in this case. Now, what are you up to? I can't stop the water, sir! It seems that the man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much. But you're supposed to pretend to not see the foolish action of a foolish fool! Well then, why do you lend the officer a hand? That's why I should have anything to do with this. Besides, the water-drinking fool's mouth is the thing that the officer should be comforting. Let's get the officer discussion and the water goes for later. She seemed to have quite the grudge. Sounds to me like someone's wanted to drink. Oh, wow. Instead of saying, I'm thirsty, she had to just go on a big tangent. Wow, this thing is so incredibly detailed. My inner Molly fanboy is impressed. I'm not exactly a fan of plastic models per se, but even I can sense the superb quality of this model. I simply cannot comprehend how that man can feel so much love for such a trivial. Oh, I see. Yeah, it sucks. Here to side with my father. So you have to do well to guard yourself against interesting in such unproductive things. It's perhaps I should take up whipping whipping people like the young lady over there. You're correct, Francisco. Maybe I should not do Gundam's figurines. They're a waste of time. Says Miles Edward, who probably have like a whole closet worth of Steel Samurai stuff. What's the matter, officer? I've been standing here forever, sir, and I really need to go to the bathroom. Why don't you just make a quick trip? The nearest one isn't that far, isn't it? No, it's a short way down the hall beyond these doors, but I don't want to be blamed for anything that might happen while I'm gone. So, I'm gonna hold it! Perhaps Detective Gunter can be a positive influence on the forces after all. Yes, your mistake will cause this guy's bladder to pop. Don't you feel great, you stupid detective? Sir, nothing to report. Sir. Is there no one who will make this man take responsibility for his action on the job? Looks like we have no choice but to report this to Papa. Then this guy can have fun in a walking nightmare after being awakened from his dream. Actually, let's not. I kind of feel sorry for him now. I got email. Did I get an email? I got a message. What? No. What? What? Okay. What the He actually did put it. Oh, what the Oh right. Okay. So Toasty sent me a message. Okay, so I believe 2 days ago, me and my friends Toasty and the professor, we went to Little Tokyo because we were looking for a bookstore and all that stuff. All right, we arrived there late. On our way, we saw this weird guy who was doing the freaking I don't know. It was like an ad thing where like this woman would just be bouncing their hips back and forth. It was a cringe advertisement that was popularized like some not just less than 5 years ago. I know AFK Arena used that ad, and we looked at it and we were just totally ignored it. And then I think my friend just brought it up. I can't believe that he actually sent me a video of that guy who actually did it. And I'm glad that all three of us did not appear in his video because we did walk behind his camera. Like, holy jeez. I'm not going to post it because it's not safe for the kids' eyes. The bookshelf. What's this? Judges' Trial Exchange Logs. This appears to be a journal where the various judges share their thoughts and ideas. The real daily lives of the judge are laid out here on these pages. There's nothing about the court in here. It's just pages after pages, unrelated drivel. Judging by the content, they are very enthusiastic about the courthouse daily menu. And it would appear that fried oyster are a favorite. I have no use for such foolishly foolish word from the foolishly foolish crowd. Someone please assure me that this is not the true state of this country judiciary. You'll be surprised. You'll be very surprised. Mount Sergeant! Yes? What is the meaning of this bulletin board? Why are there so few trials posted? It would appear that the entire week is devoted to Mr. Rose's trial. Is it crime rate really that low in this country? Or maybe the police lack the proper motivation to get out there and catch the criminals? I'm afraid I can't comment on that. However, I can't say I have my doubt about the younger detective. Sounds to me like they're in need of a stricter hand. And I'll start my discipline regime with that pathetic cult detective. And why are you pointing at the lawyer? I feel bad for the big guy, and yet I can't find no suitable reason to stop her. No, I didn't mean to do that. Stop it. Miss Yu. Oh, it's you, Ashworth. And who are you? Wait, you're at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I am Francisca Von Karma, and I'm about to become the successor to the family name. About to? I guess that means that for now you're still just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you are. What? Why are you whipping me? Anyways, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. But there's one thing I can't stand, is waiting. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask you. Look at you! Eyebrow scrunch with lines on your forehead. That to ask if you... What exactly is so funny? sorry. I just haven't back dealing with the super serious atmosphere. Apparently, they failed to teach you proper behavior at the crime scene in law school. Ooh, I feel much better now. So, what is it you want to talk about? I'd like to inquire where you were at the time of the murder. We were at the defending lobby number 1 the whole time, up until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I miss Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. You were with Detective Bad? Why? We had a little something to discuss, that's all. But before that, I want to get back to Gumshoe. Gumshoe's gonna kill my throat, I tell you. He's gonna destroy my throat like nothing will ever be written to be written before. Who was it, man? I told you I didn't do anything wrong. Yes, I understand. Let's just calm down, okay, buddy? I doubt again news from the detective while he's this agitated. So let's just talk to Miss Yu. At least you wouldn't kill my voice. Of course, I need water. So, I take it that you are acquainted with Detective Bad? Yeah, he was the detective in charge of the KG8 incident. Detective Bad is also related to the incident? That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? No, Edgeworth! I have no idea what you two are talking about, so fill me in! I heard about the KG8 incident from my papa. But how does that case relate to you, Miss Yu? The victim in the case, CCU, was my little sister. You're making the super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his wedding pride every time I see him. The way she talks about doing that as she laughs away is kind of creepy. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'll say they'll meet up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. It's practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. I see. He did mention that he is in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more details. Time of the murder! You claimed that at the time of the murder, you were with Detective Bad. But you don't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during a recess? We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being threatening and he dragged Mr. Rell away. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked. What did you talk with Detective Bad about? Nothing. It's just there. I just insulted him some. Talk about how the child got, and then I insulted him some more. Bloody! Why when she's not laughing, her mouth seems spewing nothing but insult. Anyways, Mr. Bad and I were in defending lobby number 1 when the murders occurred. So I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. I see. There's a Mackerel. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Mackerel. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu, is that correct? Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yatagarasu that had made off with the evidence from KG8 incident, I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out Mr. Rell was not the Yatagarasu. He had just made that up. He made it up? Mr. Rell crime was caught on tape by the security cameras, but there's no footage of him sneaking into. Why are you not charging my phone right here? There's no footage of him sneaking into the Kodobian embassy itself. Hold on for just 1 second. Then you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Yatagarasu, and that he was just another cold-blooded killer, and you were ready to defend him? Yes, that's right. I see. So defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals. You guys are truly the worst kind ever. Hopefully one friend of mine, who I haven't seen since elementary school, will never become such a person as you. That's why defense attorneys are so detestable, but they are no match for us Von Karmas. I don't believe it! You're serious! Why don't you say that face for something really worth being serious about? Nezra, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agendas. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding to the KG-8 incident, alright? For that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer? Don't put a word in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Bro was to be his lawyer. Why am I dignifying my voice? I'm dignifying the Von Karmas, and not dignifying every voice. I have no intention of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. Miss Yu, I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yarigarasu. Yarigarasu, huh? I don't recall knowing that much about that character myself. I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend him. Requests from companies? The Yarigarasu isn't some petty thief out for money, you know. Huh. Alright then, perhaps the Yarigarasu is in business of stealing people's life? You're such a child. You're not very funny or witty, aren't you, little Miss Von Karma? I feel like whacking stew! Francisca, please careful about who you whip. Choose careful. We might be sold! Oh, that hurts! Here, I choose carefully, just like you wanted. Larry's little missy. Of course it was. Oh my god, what is wrong with these two women? Why does my paint give them the light? And so in the end, what is the Yarigarasu? I have to say, I never heard of this thief when I was in Germany. Yarigarasu deals with information, mainly in digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the likes of companies. The Yarigarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and make it out public for all to see. Vigilante or not, this person sounds like another criminal to me. You know that guy that dressed up like a flying rodent? Yeah, just like that criminal. I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now thanks to that thief. Sounds like Miss Yu is profiting nicely. I suppose I've gotten all I can get out of Miss Yu. Should move on to speak with Detective Gumshoe now. He calmed down. He came down? I don't know. You should have to search the internet for that. I'm not saying anything. Detective Gumshoe. Hey, it's your pal! You're here! That's am I. I don't think you need to whip him to let him know that. I did it, little pal! I swear on my honor as a detective! I really did it! Your words are useless. I place my trust only in the evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over and should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you. Have a heart, pal. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about if you really are innocent, that is. That's right! Hey, pal! Go ahead and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will you? I would have done so, even if you had not requested me to, detective. So, you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Bot the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because on my very first day as a detective, I reported my usual post instead of the criminal affairs department. By the time I got down to the criminal affair, I was really, really light. And that was when he gave me that huge speech. I remember doing the same exact thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I always wind up going to my old classroom. How pathetic for a detective to be comparable to a mere schoolchild. You're stupid. You're pathetic, detective. I hope I do nothing with you ever again. At least for this time. You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so, and from whom? Earlier around 3:20 from Detective Bat, pal. Today, child took a really crazy time. I was always told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. And yet something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty. Ha ha ha! Your words stinks worse than your whip, pal. So, it was Detective Bat who ordered him to stand guard, huh? What is the next step to do? No, then, Detective Gumshoe. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Nope. Another thing, pal. In that case, allow us to take a look at what you are carrying on your personage. Ah! What? You can do that!
There's nothing of any particular value here.
My handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bat, so, you know. What is that open envelope I see sticking out in your coat pocket? Oh, where's that, pal?
Just show it to us already! Watcha!
How come you were not a firefighter in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom? I would love to fight as Francisca in that game. She was supposed to be a fighter in that game, but they didn't have time, and so they had to cut her. A new bonus check within $5 total, except there's no check inside. You had to. Look, now give it back, pal. It's my first bonus to burn you, detective. I just got to cash it today. I had literally no cash on me until I did, you know. So that envelope was really special to me. Now give it back!
You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry, we'll throw it away for you later.
How could you? Lily has no money in him to he got his cashier. I'm sorry, but I need to take him for questioning now. I think I asked him just about everything I need to. No, wait. Since he became a suspect, there's one piece of evidence that should be confirmed. Also, I'll ask that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. Understood, but please make it brief, sir. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about where the crimes occurred is the truth. I didn't want to talk to you. You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than a gunshot on the hallway. Is that correct? No first check about it, pal. Then you are also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct? Not a single one passed through the hall while I was on duty. You do realize the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself. Huh? But it's true! I didn't see anyone go through the hallway, and I didn't hear anything else. Anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys that be on why I can even imagine. So he attempt to continue telling this ridiculous lie. But why would he do so, given the situation he's in? I believe a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant lobby is in order. And that's what we're gonna do next. Uh-oh. Okay. You! Ow!
Mouse Edward, how can you have not noticed that coming?
Was that the child I changed money for earlier? Thank you. Thanks, that's exactly what I needed. Kid, it's something to be so cruel!
It looks like she dropped something.
Swiss roll. It says Courtyard Special.
Maybe we should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead.
I believe Some sort of punishment may need to be dealt the next time we meet. I believe I need two of this man now for Detective Bat and the judge. You have to confirm who is correct, the judge or the scruff face, right? Suppose you should inspect the hallway in front of the lobby number 2 next then. I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Francisca? Courthouse Special Switch Roll. Is this being sold somewhere on the premise? I don't recall if it's in a restaurant and it started this courthouse. Someone thought you'd find junk from like this on a restaurant menu, Francisca. Well then, where do they sell these things, huh? Convenience stores, I suppose. Well, I'm sure there's no convenience stores in this courthouse, Miles Edgeworth. Where in the world did this come from? Where do I get this? Okay, I do remember I need to show the promise thing to Kay. That I need to remember. September 10th, District Court hallway. So, did you see anything else? No, I don't think so. I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation. Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as the defender of the law. That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other questions. Anytime, detective. Now then, will you excuse me, I have a few loose ends I have to tidy up. Oh, you're that new prosecutor Mr. Von Karma recommended, right? My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
And I'm Manfred Von Karma's daughter, Francisca Von Karma. I'm set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor.
I see. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended one Ms. Von Karma, and I really want to get that down. I see. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Von Karma, Miles Edgeworth, and Miss Jet. Then I thought. You're right, Your Honor.
Feel please free to refer me to as just Miss Von Karma, Your Honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine.
Apparently somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title. Very well then. I shall call you Miss Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, so. Now about your earlier testimony.
Yes, what about it, Mr. Edgeworth?
We'd like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw.
Alright, after all, it's my duty to clarify my testimony as the defender of the law.
I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, first thing I will need to do is figure out that detective's exact movement.
Begin the hallway. Begin investigation.
Sorry, some slow down.
When I explored this, did I have harmony? I want
I couldn't look outside, however, I doubt the killer could have escaped through here. Of course not. This is the dirt floor after all.
It appears that bars were installed on this to prevent people from falling out.
Bars? What bars?
Do you not see them from your vantage point? Oh, you're short. Paka! What? I must remember not to bring up that taboo subject again. Ah!
What's the matter?
I pricked myself on one of these Catholic needles. I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp.
Well, what do you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit on the head by one of these? Anyways, this character seems to be unrelated to our case.
You really think so? Because I believe that this character staying on this wound still is completely related.
Well then, I look forward to your explanation on how exactly it's related. I just say you're stupid! Stop it, Miles Hedgehog!
What the? What is this? It's a pink colored piece of trash made of rubber. I feel like I've seen something like this before.
Well, all I see is a piece of garbage. But you know, the fact that there's a little turd running loose inside this courthouse is simply unforgivable! Miles Hedgehog, it's your fault!
Ah! It's not like it was I who littered.
Rubbish belongs in the rubbish bin! Hacha!
Ah! I can't do anything because she's the daughter of my mentor, who I greatly respected. The aunts are horror carrying their food home. It's a marvel they can pick up such comparatively large objects of to their size.
Well, if you want to carry the mighty Von Karma name and not be squished under it, you better work extra hard, just like these aunts.
The same goes for you, Francisca. The dirt on this bench smells like some sort of sweet substance.
I can't believe there's someone going around dirty in the courtroom. For shame!
Calm down, Francisca. Now, take a good look. Doesn't this smudge look like a handprint to you?
I suppose it could be.
Which means that perhaps we can slip print of this person who sullied this bench.
I see, and then we'll know the identity of our mystery slob.
You there, the lab technician. Can you please find who handprint this belonged to?
Sir, yes sir.
I got a result of the fingerprints analysis, sir. And do we know who they belong to?
Sir, the finger belongs to Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, interesting. Good work, officer. YouTube video. Spicy Ball Challenge.
And there you have it.
Yes, I suppose so.
Now we know the identity of the person who dirtied the bench.
I sense that you and I will be using this information in very different ways. Trust me.
What are these black speckles?
I believe they're a pile of ants in a way.
Ooh, that detective. He claims to not single and slip by him. Here's a whole hill of them. Ta! You shall punish.
Ah! What are you hitting me for?
There's no reason for that pathetic detective.
Perhaps I should add this introduction to the detective growing tab of pay cuts.
Anyways, I was wondering what the ants are eating.
It looks a sweet smell. It's a piece of cake and chocolate from a Swiss roll.
Miles Hedgehog! The courthouse needs to be kept pristine at all time. Jerk!
Oh, it wasn't me that dropped the foot on the ground.
And the courthouse must be kept clean.
No! 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 Ants are pouring out of the hole in this bench as well. I wonder if the inside of this bench consists of nothing but ants.
Don't you dare continue with that gross line of thought.
I'm sorry. Alright, let's check out here.
Oh my gosh, I need water. And I finished with my bottle of water. Let me be back. Okay. Alright, my throat feels a little bit better. It appears that this vending machine sells snacks and various other food. Just lovely. What would they think of next? Don't be a jerk in the court like these beef jerks. One package for $9. Defendant fresh milk. 1.5 pint for $7. They need you as the switch to until the end of these for $6. They're awfully overpriced. The lineup's simply awful, period. Speaking of snacks, I wonder if that switch rose the little girl dropped is from this machine. I was wondering about that myself. Hey Reds, how you doing? I feel this might be a little bit too easy, or actually a vending machine in the switch room. You tell me no! That's not the right answer. There's no connection here. Now you know, there's a connection! Wait. That's not the right term, I said. Oh, right! Work. How close I am to getting a job right now. I do want to get that checked out. 15 comments? I think it's... Oh my gosh. There's not a lot of job coming down there. Anyways, the term I'm looking for is connection! Alright. Yeah, I'm glad to hear. I went through a whole case. Some of the cases of this yesterday. I'm dual streaming on YouTube, so there's that. Hopefully, there were some people on YouTube right now. Anyways, these bit of chocolate and cake could not have come from the Swiss roll. A Swiss roll, or a courthouse selling a thing like that. It may not seem like the right venue. However, it is being sold right over there. The vending machine. Ah, I see. Stay neutral as a switch to do until the end with these. 2 for $6. Talk about expensive. Even the fact it's not on the expensive side aside, the fact that the cake crumbles and the chocolate bit were found in this hallway suggests that they have come from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now. Naturally, after all, I'm here, aren't I? The delicacy must have sat on this bench as he ate a Swiss roll. And as he ate, he dropped on the floor and sullied the bunch. Oh, there you go. How could he not clean up after himself? How utterly despicable! Don't you dare whip me again. It wasn't I who made the mess in the first place, alright? Keep your freaking whipper on hold. Anyways, it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who brought the Swiss roll, and that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts. A contradiction? Where? I think another look at the special courtroom case vending machine is in order. Nah. We're good to do this, but I want to go through all this stuff. Just let you know, these are the prices that you'll see when you go to Los Angeles, to any convention, maybe to even Anaheim, when you go to WonderCon. I'm not sure about San Diego, but this is literally the prices the street vendors will sell it to you. You want a hot dog? $7. It's about this small. You want a sandwich? Go ahead. $8. It doesn't have too much stuff in it.
Want beef jerky? Beef jerky, here you go. That's literally how big it is. For $9. Don't doubt the guy who goes to convention. I do not mean for that. When you're in hot water, you might need a hot dog. Looked like this slogan was decided through a public contest. And the winner was Prosecutor Winston Payne. Huh, what a pathetic slogan. No presents at all. Now, if it was up to me, it would read, if you leave matters to Von Carmel's hand, everyone in court will be found guilty dogs.
Objection!
Overruled! God damn it. Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. I see.
Objection!
Mount Cedric, will you agree that is a very clever pun?
You really think they put that much effort into a product's name?
Even a foolish fool can't understand the first thinking of a fools who made it up. You're acting so foolishly that I got thoroughly mad, and now I'm utterly famished.
You want a pack of these, all you have to ask for, like, all you have to do is ask like a normal person.
I want jerky! Please, give me a jerky! I mean, fools! I'm mad at these slogans. I got hungry.
Or hangry, as the kids say these days. Don't let the prosecution and defense make a ham sandwich out of you.
It sounds like it's directed at the hand of the judge.
Well, certainly isn't directly at me. I can outmaneuver him any day. Oranges, he's looking bad. Blind your opposition with some OJ. Are they promoting violence?
Don't worry, my will will make sure that anybody who follows this device won't be for long.
Compared to the sting of a whip, the sting of an orange juice may not be so bad. Look, defendant fresh milk. What exactly is that supposed to mean?
I bet it means that the milk is freshly milked by various
That's disgusting, Francisco.
Okay.
No! Oh no! Oh. I bet it means that milk is freshly milked by various defendants on trial right now. Oh, I cannot even keep up with the Karma voice. No, I don't think it means that it was milked right here from various defendants. I mean, ill.
No, that's right. You can't possibly be serious.
Of course not. You're the one who brought it up, you disgusting schoolgirl. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. The end of what?
But I assume it means the end of the trial.
No. Did I speak that right?
I did not.
Francisco was the one who said,
stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end of with these. The end of what?
Well, I assume it means the end of the trial. I suppose it means that once you eat these during recess.
You can't eat during the trial, so I suppose the only time you can eat them is now, huh?
I wouldn't mind if you want to eat one now. They come in a pack of 2 after all.
Wait a minute about the investigation. Besides, I don't have $6 on me.
If you want, we can pull our money and buy a pack together.
Let's play with you, then I don't want it! Jerk.
Anyways, where was I? Eureka! About Detective Gumshoe's finances, he said that until this morning, he didn't have even a single penny on his personage.
Just how poor is that guy?
His bonus really was only $5. Then he should have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss roll. However, friends being as they are, we found cake crumbs on the floor.
Me Scruffy must bought a pack somehow.
Indeed. Indeed! The detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, and yet he did. The question is, how? Drinks.
I would like a boss coffee, please. It doesn't look like there are many contradictions left in this area.
I suppose not. Let's check somewhere else. Can I check the drinks? Fine.
What says you about this thing? He's making the most ridiculous looking face.
Maybe, but at least he doesn't look like someone who wouldn't tell a lie on purpose.
I suppose, but to have on camera, evidence is the only thing that carries any weight.
Of course, at any rate, this poster seems to be of no use to us right now. Maybe we'll come in later. There's no sign that this fire extinguisher was used in the crime.
If you already tell from a distance, then why are you wasting your time examining it?
Francisca, let's not try to rush absolute genius. Your Honor, I would like to ask a few questions if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder? You were specific me of something? No, nothing of the sort, Your Honor. Very well. You may continue with your testimony. Your Honor, it is your testimony I'm after. Oh, right. I have no idea you were chasing after me or my testimony. I begin to sense that I might want to avoid being in trial burned by this judge. Maybe, just maybe. Hopefully, all of my court case has nothing to do with this judge whatsoever. Well, let's see here. How should I put this? When you get to be my age, you need to pay more frequent visit to the restroom. When you will go take a look to the window at the end of this hall, you'll see a small window. That's the window to the men's restroom. In other words, you can see clearly into the hallway from the men's restroom. When I was going to the restroom, that detective, Gumshoe, was it? Isn't it?
Deputy Weapon.
Well, he was standing in front of the vending machines buying something from it. However, at this I couldn't believe. When I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a soul in the hallway anymore. Your Honor, if you could please calm down and explain to me rationally. Oh, I'm really sorry. Please, let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious. That's what my funny whole judge intuition said. Oh man, I missed the cuticle. But yeah, my bad. Although, well, until the murder occurred, I was just sort of brush it off. Apparently, this judge does not understand the concept of staying calm. The restroom window.
I wonder if you can see the men's bathroom windows from that one there.
You can. I'm looking at it right now. You can. I'm looking at it right now.
I demand that you show me this view at once.
Suspecting her height is what limited her ability to see. It's probably all I'm going to find out from His Honor. Mr. Ezra, if I may return to my other duties now. Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor. Oh, anytime, Mr. Edgeworth, anytime.
The judges in this country seem rather friendly.
Yes, if not a little wishy-washy. That's my favorite Pokemon from Hawaii. However, I heard that they are known to hand down very fair verdicts. Now, how about you, Mr. Bad? Detective Bad, I have something I wish to inquire about.
Hey, what about doing some actual work, you?
I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movement during recess. You're getting in the way of the investigation. I had an order from Mr. Von Karma himself, but I still hold investigative authority. Damn it. Why? You prosecutors always like to get in my way. So I heard you were the only one day who called for Detective Gunshot to come down here. Faraday, that guy was just accused, you know. I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective instinct told me. Well, hopefully your detective instinct is better than that stupid newbie.
A lot of good it did. You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it.
Hold it! Hold it! Francisca, I think you need to apologize.
I'm sorry.
I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bot. Please continue. I used the phone on the first floor. We called the precinct. I told them to send someone body over. And that detective's the one they showed up. And upon his arrival, did you see Detective Gunshot stand guard Detective Bot? Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After he got here, we came up to these defendants' lobbies together. As we entered this hallway, we ran into you.
Yeah, that's an extremely looking detective. Oh, come on.
Oh, come on! She told us that Faraday was really mad. And that he dragged Rel off into lobby number 2 to have a word or something. And that Faraday has said to not let anyone interrupt them. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell the big lug to stand guard outside. Yes, sir! And around what time did all of that take place? Let's see. I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving the big lug his assignment, he never left the hallway, not once.
How can you make such a claim?
One of the guards out in this floor main lobby swore to me he did it. The detective never left this hallway. Then where did he disappear off to?
That's simple. He must have gone into lobby number 2, just as I suspected.
You and I, we were in lobby number 1 next door. That's the only one without an alibi is Gumshoe. It would seem that I'm still missing some key pieces of information. Detective Bob, you also heard the gunshot, did you not? Yeah, I heard it when I was in the That's why I came running towards lobby number 2 together with you. How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene? Less than a minute. What were your movement upon hearing the gunshot? I grabbed the big lug and was just walking around in the hall and raced into lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the body in that order.
That makes you the discoverer of the crime, right?
Yeah, I guess it does, little miss.
I'm about to become a prosecutor very soon! You will treat me with the dignity I deserve, or else!
You miss! You wave that thing around anymore. I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss.
You wouldn't dare! I'm just a little girl!
Did you say you want to be treated as a prosecutor? Well, you better own up to your sins. Just joking.
Yeah!
Detective Bat is really something you can make Francisca behave. About done. I already hate your guts. Is there anything else I should ask him about? Detective Bob, where were you when you heard the gunshot? How many times are you going to ask them that? I was in defendant lobby number 1 when I heard the gunshot. It's exactly the same as we heard when I asked. Now get out of here. You're getting in the way. Hold it! Hold it! I'm not through questioning you yet. I'd like to know a little more about the circumstances under which you heard the gunshot. Like I said, I was in lobby number 1 with you. I have nothing else to add. Well, this doesn't want to search to collaborate with what Miss Yu says.
Mouse, you already asked him about that, remember?
So she asked something else. Anything blah 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 blah. I would like to ask you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot. It was around the end of the recess and the trial was about to start again, I think. He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. But I got the sense he wasn't going to show for the handoff. So I figured I should go get him or he'll be late. And just as I thought that, bang, the shot of the gunshot hit my eardrums. So he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart, huh? Are we done here? I don't have any time to waste.
Hold it! Oh, come on. All you're doing is standing in front of this door doing nothing.
I get the sense that he is someone investigating this crime scene, or rather that he is keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? Detective Bat, may I ask you to cooperate with us for just a bit longer? I don't have anything else to say to the two of you. You guys were the one who said you wanted to investigate in the first place.
Fine then. Be obstinate. We'll just do as we please. Come on, Miles.
You may no longer be willing to help us. However, may I export the forensic science cooperation? Do as you like. Alright. Did you find something, officer? I think there's a $5 bill back there. Come on. Just a little more.
Is there no one working in this crime scene who isn't out of waste of living tissue?
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a single person we can deem useful here. Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer?
Nope, just the fingerprints of those involved with the case, sir. I guess we know all the players in the case then, huh?
It appears that way, but I have a nagging feeling we're missing something. I suspect that what we're missing is hiding here in this crime scene somewhere. And I say that maybe I could connect these two together. Will it still work? Connection! It's so simple, I overlooked it for a bit. This pink rubbery substance. I saw this in a different form earlier today. I believe this was a piece of pop balloon.
I suppose that's possible.
The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend from the windowsill cactus.
That would be the logical conclusion, yes.
Investigation complete! I'm debating whether I want to play Splatoon or Marvels. Because I haven't played Marvel in a long time. I really want to get back to Marvel too. Then again, I do want to get some Splatoon out of the way as well. But I do want to get this case out of the way. I believe now I have a firm grasp on what's happening here.
Well, I did too, please.
Alright, Francisca. Will you care to share what conclusion you've come to?
Why should I do that? We're still in the middle of a competition, you know. We should be checking if your conclusions are wrong first, so you go ahead.
Amateur. It's almost cute that she's gone this far to ensure that she wins. Almost. Very well, but first we need to pay His Honor a visit to correct his testimony. Oh my gosh! They're going to versus the judge! September 10th! Oh, 5:15 p.m. It's already getting late. District Court, courtroom number 3. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony to see how it stands up. I know I heard his Japanese voice. His Japanese voice is like, I see, very good. If I could, do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect? In a sense, I suppose you could say that.
Even you, a judge, are nothing but a common witness before I found karma.
Silence in the courtroom! Silence, I say! Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Maverick Von Karma and the genius prosecutor.
You bit your tongue again, didn't you?
As a defender of the law, I could never give false testimony. You can even place me under oath if you want. Very well then, your testimony if you please.
Here he goes! What I saw at recess. Where's my controller? I want to put the volume up a little bit higher because you can always tell that Ace Attorney games always has good music.
During recess, I went to the restroom. There's a window in the hallway. In other words, I could see into the hallway. As I entered, I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines. When I'm about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. A detective that goes missing while on duty, that sounds mighty suspicious to me!
Your Honor, can you please try to calm down? Your Honor, please calm the heck down.
Oh, wait, what was going on? Oh. I'm so used to simply listening to testimony that I got caught up with the excitement.
Sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun now. Bam, 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 bam. Let's see if this is correct. It's so simple. I overlook it because I'm sometimes scared that I'm gonna whatever. Because it's so simple, it's gonna be like, yes, you fell into my trap. Like, ha 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 ha. You fool! Why you pick that right now?
Objection!
Okay, it wasn't a trap.
What was that finger? What was that finger wag for, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you know it's rude to shout objection while someone is giving testimony?
Ha ha ha! If you truly are the man of the law, then you must always be vigilant. For example, I never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by. Miles Edgeworth, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is real life. This is what some people may say is the pot calling the kettle black. Your Honor, I wonder if you might take a look at this for me.
What is this filth? How dare someone there in the hallway bench like that? Who is the culprit? That party is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness.
You must know the unclogged bench soldier has already been placed under arrest thanks to your earlier testimony, Your Honor.
Oh, well, that's good. Who was it?
We were able to discover something from the smudge on the bench, namely Detective Gumshoe's fingerprint.
Not happy with committing just murder, he has to go and dirty the courthouse too? Guilty!
Your Honor, please calm down. While it's true that the detective is the one who made the mess on the bench, we have not yet established that this action is related to the double murder.
What do you mean?
I believe that the detective brought a pack of Swiss roll from the vending machine, and then promptly sat down on the bench to eat one. The cake crumbles a piece of chocolate on the floor under the bench, and the Detective Gumshoe's fingerprint proves my conclusion to be true.
Oh, but I still don't understand. Isn't the whole thing related to how I couldn't see him as I was leaving the restroom?
It is indeed.
Indeed!
The window in the hallway was built rather high up into the wall, at around a grown adult chest height. As evidence, I submit that Francisco himself was unable to see out of that window. Ha ha ha! Your little shortness has proven usefulness for my evidence, little sister.
probably deserve that, probably. I knew I could have just used her as evidence. Basically, what this means is that the area directly under the hall window is a blind spot when the hallway is being viewed from the men's restroom. What did I get here? Okay. I think that you have made the connection! If someone were to sit on the bench under the window, yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe would be effectively disappear from sight. What? You finally see, Your Honor. Your testimony has just proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time. Hold it. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say it with that much enthusiasm. Hold it! All I want to do was try to say it once. Here, let me try that again. Hold it! There's something of value that you like to say? Yes, actually there is. I remember something else just now. Mr. Ashworth, please allow me to testify to court once more time. Even if we overruled him, hey, he'll just keep on talking, wouldn't he? That might not be a bad thing. The more info, the better in a perfect investigation, right? Here you go! Round 2! Fight! I suppose it's possible that you can see a seated person from the restroom window. However, that doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there when I looked. Anyways, I forgot to testify earlier about the probability of the most important detail. As I was leaving the restroom, I heard a loud bang of a gunshot. How was that? That's the testimony of one who judges the crime of other. Your Honor, could you try to state the important fact first next time?
I agree, but before you go around judging the others, you should learn to judge your own words.
Oh, sorry. Honestly, I thought that sound was just a noise popper until just now. Now that you mention it, right before we restarted the trial, he did talk about that.
And by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I couldn't have sworn that I heard a popping going off. Just think of it, the end of the day was my grandson.
The most critical point of this argument is when did the judge look into the hallway? And whether that lines up with the gun was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may, I would like to clarify a few details of your testimony. What I saw, part douche. However, it doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there when I looked. Anyways, I've got to testify earlier with the power of the most important details. I was leaving the restroom, I heard the loud bang of a gunshot. Hold it! Your Honor, about what you just said. I know, I couldn't believe it myself. I heard it clear, I couldn't do your God, and there's somebody here. Yes, just like this, really quick, ha! Let me see if I can do that. I know, I couldn't believe it myself, but I heard it, bang, with a gunshot. I heard it loud, clear, and I heard your reaction. Ah, and jump in the air, like this, yes, let's just like this, really quick, ah! Your Honor, please remain calm when you're trying to explain yourself to me. Yes, sir. Sorry about that. Now then, I must gather myself, yes. When I heard the gunshot, there was no one in the hallway. I should know. I looked. There was no one there! This judge in motion circus appeared to be stuck on overreact. At this point, nothing stands to me as some contradicting his testimony. Francisca, if I'm correct, this testimony is hardly precision quality.
I know that, and that is why I said at this point.
I think my first line of attack would be to draw more information from his honor. Do I have it? I probably know what to present, but I want to see if I'm not missing anything. Hold it! In that case, do you consider that you were overconfident in your last testimony? Oh, no, hold on there. I just said it's possible that you can see the seated person from a restroom this time. But you know something? I don't think you know where the person you referred to were left on that bench, do you? Ah! Well, you have proven that it's possible that the detective was sitting. I still have a problem with just when those fingerprints were left. He's right. I'm yet to prove the fingerprints were left on that bench. While he faced ignorance, his owner has seen a lot of life. This judge must underestimate him.
Hold it!
Hold it? What am I doing here, right? As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at what point of the recess did you look into the hallway? After I called in for recess, I handled the change of prosecutor paperwork. Maybe about 20 minutes until we can reconvene? Yes, that sounds about right. Huh. Just as I suspected. What are you expecting? I don't to know what this all-knowing smell is for. Your Honor, the statement you just made now is very important. I'd like you to pin to your testimony. Alright, I'll use this. Before the trial was about to start. I could probably time this right.
Objection!
Yes! Haha! Yo! I cannot allow you to make an objection. What? What? Your Honor! I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection. Hey, Gags! Have I been overruled? Your Honor, there's simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste. What do you mean by that? You claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that's simply not possible. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Bradford Von Kopp.
Instead of biting your tongue, why don't you bite your own... Ah!
Yeah!
Why don't you bite your tongue on those pretentious names?
I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Francisca.
Don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back.
With your height, you need a step ladder or four to accomplish that. Mr. Edgeworth, my ears are not that far gone yet. I have you know, I can still hear just fine. And I hear the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own two ears. Huh. Your Honor, I have here an interesting bit of testimony. It's from Detective Bod. And according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. What did you just say? Your Honor, you just said that you heard the gunshot about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. How do you explain this clear contradiction? It can't be! Unfortunately, that is the truth. But I heard it clear as a day. Bang! The loud of the gunshot! The sound of gunshot. You keep returning to this point of contention. And that piece of evidence. I always did wonder why I found it where I did. However, now I understand why the gunshot the judge really heard really was. Unfortunately unfortunately, Your Honor, this is what produced the gunshot you heard.
Take that!
Take that! I found this object in the hallway earlier. Oh, what is that big substance? It may not look good, but it was actually a piece of a balloon. I see. I suppose you would like me to set the pink balloon into court record. Ding! Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony. What? Your Honor, yeah. Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway when you heard the gunshot. Now, there's no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at that time. Therefore, you believe he must have been at the crime scene, the defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct? Yes, that's exactly right. Ha 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 ha. Let me ask you something. Do you think the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I said enough that even you can figure the rest on your own. Your Honor, you were fooled by the popping of this balloon into thinking it was a gunshot. What's the matter with the trickery stairs?
That was a good effort for you put forth, Miles Edgeworth. If it was me, I'd have to wrap these things up before the judge even testified.
Care to elaborate how this one ends something before it even begins? Well, to be honest, I did think it would sound a bit off from a real gunshot. Wow, gunshot. Who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this? That's true. One doesn't usually think balloons in conjunction with courthouse.
I want to trade these goods with you.
That's it. The balloon was that girl was holding. It explains everything. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for your accuracy. Oh, will you? Your giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do. What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I will see to it myself that he is released. Wait. There are still a few things I have yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request your permission to further question Detective Gumshoe. But why? I thought we just cleared his name. Whether we just didn't now or not, I still cannot say. The only thing I can do for now is to continue my quest for a perfect explanation. Until that on, I must resolve the remaining issue pertaining to the evidence that occurred in the hallway. Alright, very well. Bailiff! Breathe! Please, bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom. I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. September 10th, District Court, courtroom number 3. I want to save. I want to save. I want to save. We're ready the ladder! Where's it all? Is it time for my trial already? I already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it. I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe.
No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that.
No. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that. Why could you just guide me a little less judgmental? Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgment, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for the error in judgment on my part. Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. Oh my gosh, I probably need another drink of water. Excuse me, I need to get another bottle of water. This is water with fruit. Fruit has liquid inside to help with my throat. Not much better. Fries try to Robo Rum eat spicy bowl challenge. Oh. But Fry was all about sweet. Again, cheese is supposed to be based on like more Middle Eastern. Those guys love their spicy food. Kind of Indian food. Very spicy. Alright. Much better. I feel much better. Now, we have yet to prove he is completely innocent of this crime. I guess so. What are you guys talking about? In any case, I would like you to testify as your action while you were on guard duty. And please remember, you are not on trial. This is just part of an investigation. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony... Waka! No! My wife will object loud and clear. If you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely. Understood? I gotcha, pal. Thinking back to the state of the crime scene in the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective is lying. And if I can't break this lie, then we may never break this in this case. You're supposed to look at me, not look at the other what I was supposed to be staring at. You did the versus screen wrong, Detective. Well, I was I came here down the corridor on Detective Bad's order. As soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard in the front of lobby number 2. From that time on, until I heard the gunshot, I was in the hallway the whole time. On my honor as detective, I swear it wasn't me, pal. I swear.
He's still singing the same tired tune.
In that case, I'll just have to change them manually. I know he's lying. And it's time I pulled the information I need out of him. Should have done this. As soon as I got him, just think, I don't know.
Hold it!
Hold it! You claim to have been in the hallway the whole time. However, is it not the fact that you did something while you were in the hallway? Oh, I did something. I guarded the door to lobby number 2, pal. What else? Very well then. And what exactly does guarding that door entails? Well, to put it simply. Oh, I know. It was one job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch. Oh? Detective Gumshoe, you need to tell me that you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Is that really what you wish to testify to the effect of? You got it, pal. I'm gonna take a step out the door, just like I was ordered not to. Straight to use the whip. Why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden? Because we are all in shock in all of your utter stupidity.
Scrappy, if you're gonna lie, at least tell us a more believable one.
But I'm not lying. I should hurry up and bring this inspected testimony to a close. Let's go ahead and save here. Ba-bum.
Objection!
Damn it, game! Why did you delay that? That would have been perfect! But no, you delay it. I have an objection. What is it, pal? Detective Gumshoe, I wonder you might recognize this from somewhere. Hey, it's one of those things. The courthouse special switch roll, right, pal? Precisely. In that case, I suppose you can also recall the subtle hallway bench. Hey, you know what? I think it was probably me that did that. Detective Gumshoe, you know you can go around tearing up the courthouse like this?
You can consider this slamming pig. Cha! Hi!
The pros will clear it up later, I swear.
Now then, shall we get down to business? But the fact you didn't move a single step in front of that door? If that really was the case, then how come were you able to buy a pack of Swiss roll?
Ah!
Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from in front of that door, how did you manage to get the bitch dirty with your grubby hands? Ah!
Ah!
It appears that Francisco Whip can do more damage than our words alone can.
Alright. I confess, pal. I was hungry, so I bought a pack for myself, okay? I thought I'd get shoot out and if anyone found out about me eating on the job. So I didn't want anyone to say anything. Oh, unfortunate for you. I saw you do the whole dastardly deed. I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss roll from the vending machines. Okay. I'm sorry for lying. But that's all I'm sorry for. You got that? Because I'm not holding anything else back.
No statement. You sound like it makes sense. However, there's something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information from us?
Of course not! I got nothing else to say, pal.
Objection!
Oh, if that was true, Detective Gumshoe.
It's true, pal. I swear there's nothing else.
Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you are aware of the price of the pack of Swiss roll, correct?
Remind me again, pal.
That vending machine out there in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for $6 a pack. And yet, according to you, you didn't have any cash on you until you cashed out your $5 on your bonus check. Isn't that right? Let me ask you, Don, how did you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you prove to me with a proper explanation for that?
Oh, I told you I put it all by myself, pal. There's no one else in the hallway with me. So there's no one who could have helped me buy it. Wait, don't tell me. You got some sort of proof that there was someone else in the hallway, do you?
Correct.
That's good. I mean, what kind of chances of that? Wait, you do?
Of course I do.
What? Oh!
What proof do I have that there was someone else that might have been in the hallway? Are you talking about this balloon? Fudge! How did the balloon not show me that? What do you mean I didn't count?
What the heck is that? Hey, I knew you really didn't have anything. You prosecutors are all the same, always lying to people. You just stop it all. Ah! I refuse to be lectured by the likes of you, detective!
Mouse, how long were you planning on being strung along by this moronic detective?
I have no intention of fighting for his lies, because there was definitely a second person. Because if he was truly alone, then that piece of evidence should not exist.
Which I thought it was the balloon, but no, he didn't want to show me the balloon. Freak you game. Alright, talk about the Swiss roll.
Take that!
Hey, you showed me to that not 2 seconds ago, pal.
I think you're under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of roll.
If you didn't buy it, then that means you must have stolen it, you thief! I would never do such a thing! How you lied on the same. You started out as thief. You're under arrest, pal.
I believe you meant to assert that all of these started out as liars. And in that case, what does that say about you, detective? I could bring it back to you, too.
Ah!
There, now we're never bring back to business. This particular Swiss roll was dropped by a certain someone.
Oh no.
There was 2 rolls in this package. You ate one of them. But you then gave the other one to a certain other person, didn't you?
Don't worry, pal. You got it all wrong. I ate both of them. Ha! Gotcha! You think you got me now? I got you now, you little child.
Why am I both Edward and Gumshoe?
That voice.
It's Gumshoe and Edward Lovechild.
I made it. I made it all together.
It would appear I have caught you a loss.
Hey, don't do anything bad to that girl.
It would appear that they do know each other after all. So, why do you continue to come up to me and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow? I have a name, and it's K. And like I said, I'm just gonna go with the actual voice I given older K because I can't for the life of me go the child girl voice. I have a name, and it's K. K what? K Faraday! Faraday? Are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter? I'm not you, I'm K. K. You know, good little girls don't kick other people. Especially not hard enough to leave big nasty bruises like the way you do. But then you shouldn't have put Gummy under arrest, mister! Gummy?
My guess is that she's talking about Detective Gumshoe.
What a cute little nickname you giving him. Gummy didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
It appears that I would need to speak with her a little bit more detail. She's a cat. Nothing, Kay. How did the cat go? First cat goes. You know, that's exactly how my niece hissed at me. She tried to hiss at me, so she go. She's like a stray cat. I wonder if I should feed her something. Good little cutie. Here,
Take that!
have a little Swiss roll. Okay, I promise to give this to you if you calm down. Oh, a Swiss roll! It really belongs to you though, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm saving it for Daddy. Oh. Oh shoot. Oh my. Your father, he's...
Don't say another word, pal! She doesn't know yet!
Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. But I already know about Daddy. I've heard the cars talking about how Daddy's he's not here anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't protect him.
Okay. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not It's alright. Let it out. Your father just passed away, after all. I myself was also involved in the case at this courthouse when I was a young child. The case was when my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. All of my dreams to become a lawyer was crushed into fine ash on that nightmarish day. Even now, the wound festered deep in the depths of my soul. Ever since that incident, I've dedicated myself to logging away every criminal I can. And now, to have this happen right in front of me, this child, I feel a certain shared faith, a common bond between us. Malchakrak! What sort of gentleman are you? Are you gonna just stand there and watch a lady cry? You're right. Sorry about that. Okay, how about we use this handkerchief here to dry your little eyes? Here, take that.
No! Oh! But Krabbit, don't you blow your nose on that? What the heck, little child?
I feel better. Thanks.
Well, I definitely did it! Now you've ruined my suit!
Okay, are you gonna be alright? Yep, I'm already alright. Somehow, I highly doubt that, but I'm not going to push it. That hurt my throat. I promise, Daddy, I'll never cry in front of strangers.
You're good kid, are you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right?
That's right. Even if I can't see Daddy anymore, I'm still gonna keep all of my promise.
You're a very brave girl, Kay.
You're a very good child for keeping that promise you made to your papa. I'll even testify you didn't cry, just for you. Thank you very much, lady. Huh, it's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all.
It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Francisca is sympathetic to Kay's feeling.
Oh, Daddy showed this to me before.
Well, he was a prosecutor too, so it was only natural he had one as well.
Daddy would pin this badge on me a lot, just for fun.
Pinning a prosecutor's badge on a child for fun.
Daddy said that he put it on his clothes as a scary prosecutor would get mad. He also said that the scary prosecutor said it was more fashionable to not wear it. I wonder who the scary prosecutor could be.
I wonder, okay, talking about Mr. Von Karma, I analyze him. Your papa. Okay, what kind of person was your father?
Daddy was a hero of justice. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world.
So to you, a prosecutor is a hero of justice, huh? I suppose we are in a sense, as we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals.
Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me my absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls.
Oh?
I want to be a hero of justice someday, just like Daddy. So I've been working really hard.
I see. But what have you been working hard on?
I've been working hard on keeping all the promises Daddy made and I made together.
Promise. May I take a look inside, Kay?
Sure, okay.
It appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between father and daughter. Mr. Faraday handwriting conveys a sense of common men he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later. Thank you for showing it to me, Kay. I hope you continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father.
I gotta try.
Hey, Kay, so I'm gonna try to catch the bad guys, people, right? That makes me a hero too.
Yeah, you're really cool too, Gummy.
Yeah, I'm trying, Kay. What is with the two of them? Oh, I heard out the verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero too.
Yes, and thanks to your oh so heroic testimony, you almost painted the detective as a violent criminal and sent him off to jail.
I'm really sorry about that.
Gummy's not a bad man, okay?
Oh, poor Judge. She's been treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice. Appears that you and the detective are good friends, Kay.
Yeah, we're friends.
In that case, would you mind telling me a little more about him?
Okay, so this is where I get the achievement, right? Okay, Kay promised to Daddy, never takes things to strangers, never go anywhere with strangers. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. Daddy's job is to make sure that everyone follows the rules. Kay, be a good girl and promise that you'll keep your promises to me, okay? Love, your Dottie. It's a promise notebook Daddy and I made. I have to be a good girl and keep all the promises we wrote in here.
May I take a look inside for just a second?
Sure, okay.
It appears that there are more than just 5 I thought there were. Promise number 6. If you ever have a boyfriend, you must bring him to meet Daddy.
I did not know about this! I did not know about number 6! How are you gonna meet your daddy if you have a boyfriend? Oh, my daddy said that you had to meet him, alright? Stand still. Bah! Oh, wait. I got the knife here. Bah!
Okay, I thought we were gonna be.
Yeah, but you need to meet my daddy, alright? Say hi to daddy, alright?
Okay, you're.
Okay, now you finished meeting daddy. Hello? Hello? Boyfriend, honey, are you gonna wake up?
Oh God. Maybe if someone died once, they're just dead forever.
I made a mistake. Okay,
That was gruesome. I'm sorry for that. Oh, my phone's charged fully, so I'm gonna charge my control. Promise number 7. Even when you have a boyfriend, never forget that I love you the most. Your boyfriend sucks regardless who he is.
I certainly don't envy the poor stat she falls in love with.
Promise 6 and 7 that is the 2 other promises. Nice. Let's see what the accolades. Promise 6 and 7. Okay, so there's 2 other promises that we were missing. 6 and 7. Always meet your boyfriend. Daddy loves you more, or loves you more than your boyfriend does. Oh no! There's one more thing. I'm totally glad that I checked this. Examine the prosecutor, defense, and the judge. And okay, I need to do that right now. And I need one more for number 5. Okay, cool. I'm so glad I checked that right now. Oh gosh, I was gonna miss that. Behold, the prosecutor bench.
Any minute I'll be taking my rightful place behind this bench.
By the time I should be already standing here.
That'll be a downright disgrace if I beat you to it, wouldn't it?
And that to happen, Francisco, I'll involve Kravit. Already filled with the girl's snot. Is the defendant attorney bench. I'll probably be standing on this side of the courtroom that isn't happen.
What are you thinking about? Lately, the more wrinkly your face becomes, the less I'm able to read what you're thinking.
Oh, I have you know, I don't have a single wrinkle upon my youthful brow. Is the witness done?
I'll make sure that each and every person that ever stands here will be found guilty.
There are others besides the defendant that stand in this podium, you know.
I don't care. Just make sure you never end up standing in one of these. Or you'll be sorry.
I'll keep that in mind. That will never happen, trust me. Hello everyone, my name is Edward. I'm now prosecutor and judge. You would now bow down to what I have to say. Now I declare that you're guilty, you're guilty. I am the Lord of all in the world. I control Japanfornia under my iron will, my iron fists. Nothing is out of my reach now. I'm the law of the land. Okay, so where was it again? Okay.
This must be the judge's desk. You can tell by the gravel standing on top.
I have a dream once that I was being squashed from above by this gavel.
You're such a weakling, Master Edward.
You have no idea how frightening it was.
Ta 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 ta.
Order in the court! Objection overrules! It's what Phoenix does. I got rewarded. So I take it that you ran into Detective Gunshot earlier?
Yep. I was on my way to see Danny when I saw Gunny standing there. He was standing in the hallway staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi.
When was this?
Before everything got crazy.
How long were you the two of you where the two of you were together?
We only talked for a little while, but then we went our own ways.
That's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while, and that's it. Oh, which means we have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess. Isn't that right? You got me!
I tell you to stop picking up gummy, mister!
Very well then. I'll just have to speak with a good detective in the private later. Were you the one who brought this pack of sweets, Kay?
Well, I didn't really have a lot of money, and I somehow made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had. But that still wasn't enough. I really, really wanted one.
Come to think of it, she did come and ask you to exchange a handful of change for $1. And that is when you came and asked me to change your money, correct?
Yeah, thanks a bunch for doing that, mister.
Sure, whatever. But let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, correct?
Well, that's why.
Hey, if you're gonna bully Kay anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal.
You gotta remind that you're the one already under arrest.
Ta! Yeah! Our sister Kay is gonna be less than forthcoming with this question.
So sorry about your roughly thing.
It's not none that's possibly drenching your nasal mucus. Okay, I have a spell. So here, you can have this one.
But Daddy said, never take things from a stranger.
It's one of the promises you made in your promise notebook, correct?
Yeah, look, see, it's right here on this page.
Never take things from a stranger. Alright then, I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You take it home, wash it nice clean, and then give it back to me next time we meet.
Okay, Daddy never said I could borrow things from strangers. Yay!
There we go. Nice news. Now then, detective. Got you. Uh-oh. I believe it's now crystal clear. You were in with little Kay in the hallway. Oh.
Ah! I told you to stop being mean to Gummy! Hold it. Miles, that's right. There's still something you have yet to resolve.
I beg your pardon. I'm going for 2 hours already?
You still haven't offered an explanation why that man would lie to us.
Well...
Gummy, don't tell me you lied for my sake.
Hey, don't worry about it, Kay. Everything's gonna be okay. Okay? So that's why.
So what did the Gungeon motive for lighting? Can you explain that, then you can call this a perfect investigation.
His reason for lying is very simple.
What?
Here's what I believe to be his reason. For the simple observation of the detective action and his interaction with Kay, it's obvious that the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. Oh gosh. No!
Take that!
Mr. Faraday's and Kay's promise notebook. How does this explain anything?
You could take a look at this page. It clearly written in the case should never take things from a stranger. When the detective Gungeon heard about that promise, he tried to cover Kay.
No, I don't get it. What is the foolish reason for a fool? Ah! Gummy, you lied because of me, didn't you?
Because I'm your friend, Kay. That's why.
Gummy.
Long last, Detective Gungeon, can you please tell me the whole truth now? Yes, there's no being you, huh, pal? Okay. I'll spill the goods. I've been standing around guard for a while. I was getting really hungry and that snack vending machine was taunting me. But all the cash you had...
All the cash you had with you was $5, and that wasn't enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item in that machine is a $6 pack of Swiss roll.
Yeah, but there's like an danger from him in case show up.
I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy. I want to buy a Swiss roll. I only had $1 in coins. So
we pulled my $5 and her $1 together. And bought a pack of Swiss roll together.
But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy says,
Mr. Faraday is one scary guy when he gets mad. But don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, you bought it with me. So you didn't really get anything from me, you know?
he told me it'll be okay. And he gave me a whole rope to save and give to Daddy. Yay. Who knew that Scruffy could be so considerate?
Indeed. Indeed!
Detective, I'd like to think that you sat down together on the bench and ate the rolls together.
Yeah, and we split the other roll and ate it right then. The sweet taste of that cake chocolate. I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal.
Anyways. Okay, I believe this also belongs to you. Oh, that's from the balloon I popped. It's bad manners to leave garbage lying around, Kay. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. But sitting high up in the windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once, I'll forgive you, and I'll whip you. But that balloon, I want to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose. And because of me, Gummy dropped his half on the Swiss roll.
Pop!
Ha ha ha! She got you.
Oh, you really got me there, pal.
So I thought maybe I should give Gummy this other roll. And then I saw you picking on Gummy, mister.
So you kicked me, is that it?
You sure are a feisty one. I'm really sorry, mister.
It is alright. I'm perfectly unharmed. Except for the bruise I still have my chin. What about the Swiss roll? Would it be alright with you if I held on until Detective Gumshoe is clear of all charges and free to go?
Yeah, sure. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay?
Of course, I promise. Now then, I believe we have proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway for the entire duration of his duties, which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could have not committed the double murder.
Objection!
Hey! Actually, it just proves the opposite, Ezra. You just shown that Detective Gumshoe is the only one who could have committed the crime.
What do you mean?
It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Miss Yu. I'm getting lectured on manners, but a good with a president for whipping people. How dare you talk back with such insolence? You're wrong, lady. Gummy's not the bad guy. Oh, what do we have here? What's a child doing here in the courthouse? Bailey, please take this child away.
Uh-oh. What? Oh, Miss Castillo, you! That girl's is Mr. Faraday's!
I know, so what? You think that just because she's the victim's daughter, she gets to just run wild around the crime scene? I think it's actually quite dangerous for her to speak not letting get underfoot.
I suppose you're right. However, as long as we're in agreement on the point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then,
detective, you're in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time, correct?
Yeah, but...
You see, isn't it obvious that it couldn't only be the detective? He's the only person who could have gone into lobby number 2 at the time of the murders.
I have no counter-argument to that.
Don't worry, I already put the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest.
The investigation is far from over.
Oh, that's right. I was going to speak with you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk to the suspect out in the open without a guard?
I suppose it is.
As someone more experienced in law than you, allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on a criminal, or you may regret what comes of your negligence. Mouse! I can't believe you're getting lectured for this woman lecturing you like this. This is unforgivable as a type of karma. Down, Tigress. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the result of your investigation. So, we're back to square one.
Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell you if we fail to solve this case. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Lieutenant Gumshoe will be formally charged under all the circumstantial evidence. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we have yet to inspect. It's where Detective Bot and Miss Yu were at the time of the crime, lobby number 1. Oh! And we take about 6 minutes of me warming up and just saying, hi, what's up? Welcome to the stream. That's about 2 hours. Wow. That was fun. Now. At least I was able to get the two dos achievements here, which is great. That is great. I'm all ready for that. Should I continue? If I continue, I had to continue to the end, or at least to the next to be continued. When is the last next to be? I don't remember. Let's just go ahead. December. It only took 30 minutes. 2 hours just went to whatever. September 10, 5:45 p.m. District Court defendant lobby number 1. What is this incredibly overpowering sweet scent?
It smells like flowers. Flowers. Uncle Bad, is this it?
Isn't that Detective Bad and Kay over there?
Looks like she's managed to escape the bailiff.
No, that's not quite it.
Oh, too bad, but it's so pretty.
I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. Since you found it, I guess I can't let you keep it.
Thanks, I'll treasure it always.
Those two seem to be getting along rather well. Oh, here, I got something else for you.
Yay! Thank you, Uncle Bad. Earlier, I ate from them. No.
Earlier, I ate all the dinner. Where it's going? Gummy? Oh, you mean the gumshoe?
It's something nice to eat, because Paul's gonna trouble. And he got to show it because he likes to protect it. Going. I know he didn't kill Daddy.
Don't worry. Faraday would be sad if he saw you crying.
No, I'm not crying.
Hey, what's up? Okay.
Oh, it's the mister from before and the lady too.
Don't you think it would be an idea to go home for the time being?
You're not involved with the investigation, so it's for the best if you do. Actually, I'm Uncle's bad assistant. I'm related to the investigation.
Is that so, Detective Dodd? Yeah, I guess.
What? You were just killing those kids for not messing up with the crime scene! And now you let this child to run free? Why?
People are free to investigate things outside of the actual crime scene. He also has a few things she wanted to look into. Got a problem with that? I don't have a problem with that, but I am curious to what Miss Yu is looking into.
Uncle Bad, I'm gonna look somewhere else now, okay?
Alright, I'm counting on you.
Oh, that's right! Hey, mister!
Hmm? Yes, what is it?
I know Gummy really isn't the bad guy. I mean it. So please, find the real bad guy, okay?
I won't forgive who did this. But in the absence of the perfect piece of testimony and evidence, there's no one else who could have been the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. She wandered off while I was pondering. How rude. One of the windows of this lobby is open as well. The air conditioner is working just fine in its rooms. Why did they open it, I wonder? That expensive painting is ill suited to be hanging on the wall of this room.
I wonder if the guard detail should be placed on it.
What would you say, Dot?
Well, a desperate low-paid detective might make off with it someday. You'll never know.
She may be thinking about hiring a guard. But it's obvious she isn't factoring the guard's salary whatsoever. These decorative plant leaves are shinier than the ones on the plant in lobby number 2.
That's probably because the next to the windows where it's easier to photosynthesize.
You may be right. Plus, the curtains are always drawn in lobby number 2.
The caretakers of this courtroom don't think enough about the plants, do they?
That's because they're the courthouse caretakers, not a bunch of botanists. Silly girl.
One incredibly strong scented herbal tea.
I fear that most of it being... fear that more than being relaxing, this sense may make one a bit heading this... Oh gosh, heady instead. You put in a special request for that.
No wonder she's so violent. Has she been drinking this stuff the whole time?
Neither woman should be allowed to comment on this particular topic. Ever. Never. And never. Check this out, Francisco. It may not look much, but I find that ordinary tables like this are very useful.
I think it's time they bought a new one. I wonder if they will replace this table if I hit hard enough with my whip.
A much too heavy-handed method if I ever saw one. This television is the same model as the one in the defendant lobby number 2.
Looks like the two rooms are basically the same in terms of layout and supplies.
Yes. The 2 rooms are basically the same, huh?
Talk to me, Bad.
Detective Doc, what exactly was Kate searching for? Nothing that concerns you, boy.
Oh, and I suppose it has something to do with Kay.
It does, because she's Faraday's daughter. Anyways, hurry up and get to the point. I don't have time to waste. Sounds like you'd rather be left alone. What am I doing here, right? I have something again I'd like to confirm with you once again. I don't have anything to say to you. Be it as it may, we still have questions that we need answers to. Not that, first of all, what was the overpowering smell that is permeating this room? Upon entering this room, I thought I was gonna suffocate! It's the ultra strong perfume used where she spilled some of it. I was having a bad time with it myself. I didn't think twice and opened the window, but that smell still is here. Perfume, huh? So that's what sense in the air is perfume.
It is giving it quite a stench. I bet it's some cheap, no-name brand.
She said it's a famous brand from overseas.
I must go one step beyond her. It's a knockoff. Yes, it's definitely a knockoff.
No disrespect, but she forced one of those bottles on me. Here, little girl, you can have it.
I was born for much more expensive and refined perfume. However, seeing as you just happen to have a spare, I suppose I'll take it. Monster, you will hold on to this bottle while fell.
Why can't she ever be honest about her wants? So now we have a perfume misused wear. Just fantastic. Is that all you wanted to talk about? If so, I'm going back to investigating. Actually, I still have a few other things I wish to inquire about. Tell me about this notebook. Take it back. I'd like to ask you about this piece of evidence.
What a narcissistic. He'd rather look at his face rather than the evidence.
Don't trust your eyes at the time, little girl. I can see the evidence and keep an eye on two of you with this mirror.
What? Then why don't you answer?
Because I got nothing to say. That's all. Understood. Like we just said that at the beginning. Really. So, you were in this room the entire recess. Like I said, I made a call to the priestess to get that big lug down here. But other than that, I was waiting for the priestess to end it in here.
At least your story is consistent.
Earlier, you said that you were in this lobby with Miss Yu. Yeah, I ran into her in the hallway. She said she wanted to talk to me about something, so we came in here. Then, what are you saying is that until Detective Gumshoe arrived, you and Miss Yu were in two different locations? Guess I am. Interesting.
Speaking of that lawyer, she seems to have a great dislike for you.
Oh, wait, can I control them? I tried to pause. I'm trying to mute so I can practice edge voice. Got it. Let's see. Miss Yu is the sister of the victim of the KG-8 incident. And as I recall, Detective Barrett was the lead detective on the case. I feel like I'm losing his voice, so I had to go back and reset. I wonder if there's a reason for her disdain isn't simply because you failed to guard Cece, but because you were the lead detective on the case. You knew? I also know that today's trial involving the Kodopian embassy staff member is being referred to as the second KG-8 incident. Now then, Detective, I believe it's time you were honest with me. And told me the truth behind your relationship with Miss Yu and Mr. Faraday. Miss Yu and the KG-8 incident. If you already know that much, I guess it'll be alright to tell you. What's your relationship? So what is your relationship to Mr. Faraday? You even seem to know Kay fairly well. I met him when he was a rookie prosecutor. Known him ever since. And Kay, I've known her since the day she was born. Faraday and I, we cracked quite a few cases together. But you seem to have to make no progress at all with the Yatagarasu case.
Did we touch enough?
Only have one thing to say to you. No one knew more about the Yatagarasu than me and Faraday. That's why I was called upon to testify in today's trial to prove that Will was not the real Yatagarasu. Which I would have done if we had to turn around and accuse Faraday. After the accusation, I was asked to testify, but this time, to prove or disprove the accusation. But I guess I won't be doing that either. I sense there's more to that statement than meets the eyes. Perhaps a little bit more digging to the Yatagarasu was necessary. Now then, I would like to ask you a few questions about the KG-8 incident. It's not exactly a happy story, other than the people who were directly involved. You two will be the first to hear about what I'm about to tell. The honest truth behind the KG-8 incident and this lollipop I took from Sanji when they were being dubbed by 4Kids. Faraday, you and I. As you already know, we three were involved in the KG-8 incident. Faraday and I, we were originally on the trail of a smuggling ring. You mean the smuggling case involving one of the Armando Group's secretaries? That trial was just a front.
A facade?
Yeah, but the case became tainted. All because the witness who was going to testify about the Armando Group's ties to the smuggling ring, CCU, was killed. Then, what became the secretary who was arrested? His name was Colin Deveray.
To be honest, the guy didn't know a thing about the smuggling ring, but he confessed to knowing about it anyways. Devery was probably being intimidated by the big boss man. Just another scapegoat. The boss man of the Wando Group. He can seriously mean Mr. Ernesto Armando. That can't be right. It's probably just Detective Bass's personal hypothesis. Was he trying to suspect Mr. Armando of being involved with the smuggling? Wah wah. I suppose it would be quite difficult to secure an acquittal after he confessed. But the man who killed CCU, Manny Koshin, was a completely different person. But since he was already been acquitted once of her murder, Mr. Faraday, how could you have let him go? If I remember correctly, I have heard that Mr. Faraday had an important piece of evidence stolen from him. That wasn't Faraday's fault. It was mine. I wasn't vigilant enough. Faraday, Cece, I was supposed to protect them both. Miss Yu did mention that as well. About how Detective Bat was supposed to guard her sister. But even I, who was supposed to protect them, I fell into their trap. What kind of trap? The holes in this jacket are a testament to that trap.
You were fired upon?
You were shot that many times in one gunshot fight?
No. Only about half of these are from that case. But the reason I continue to wear this jacket is to remind myself of a lesson I learned from the KG-8 incident. Like having this mirror in front of me to always have eyes behind my back. That's a lesson that we all should learn from now on. I see. I couldn't protect CCU. The suspect was found not guilty. We had hit a brick wall as far as the law was concerned. And that is when she came to the courtroom, the victim's sister. That when I first met Castillo Yu.
Oh gosh, man. You're so bad.
About when you first met Miss Yu, it was on the day of the verdict of the KG-8 incident was handed down, was it not? Yes, Faraday and I, we apologized to her from the bottom of our hearts. It was all we can do, but just saying you're sorry won't bring my sister back, she said. And then she gave me a hard slap across the face.
Well, she certainly had a lot of self-control to stop that. Just a slap. If it was me, not even 100 lashes would be punishment enough.
I suppose not. Yu said to herself that she never wanted to see either of us ever again.
Okay, now I should close the window. Let me go ahead and take a break right now. Alrighty then, I'm back. Food. Folks came back. Food. Awesome. So anyways. I miss anything? I'm just linking stuff. Okie dokie. Okay, so where was I? But after that, you've seen her many times over, correct? Yeah, Faraday and I. Even after the KG-8 incident has come to a close, we continued to hunt down the smuggling ring and got involved in a variety of cases. But it was no use. We cracked so many cases, different cases. But the results were always the same. We couldn't find the real masterminds behind the ring. Is the ring really that big? It was in pursuit of the ring that we met you once again. It was during another trial related to the smuggling ring. Faraday was the prosecutor, and I, as the lead detective, took to the witness stand. She appeared out of the blue as the defense attorney. Her client was related to the smuggling ring, and she was defending them? Yeah. You was in pursuit of the ring as best as she could as a lawyer. I think she defended Rel this time for the same reason. Come to think of it, Miss Yu did say something to that same effect. I have my own agendas. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding to the KG-8 incident, alright. And I put words in my mouth. I said no such things. The only way I get close to Mr. Rel was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. It doesn't matter what's her reasoning is. Helping a criminal is just despicable. You're so naive, little girl. I could have stolen this lollipop from you. That's how naive you are. Ha ha ha. How dare you insult the daughter of Anna von Kammer? Just like us, you felt that she had hit the limit of what the law could do. And that's all. The law is merely a tool. There's no limit to it, only the skills of the craftsman. You two are still too young, but one day you'll know what I mean. But enough sidetracking. What matters is that we met you again in pursuit of the smuggling ring. That's all. The Yatagarasu. You claim to know so much about the Yatagarasu. Would you care to share what you know with me? What you two should be looking for right now is proof of murder's intent towards Faraday and Rel. I agree, which is exactly why I'm asking you about the Yatagarasu. What? The KG-8 incident and this second KG-8 incident? Both of these cases are tied to the smuggling ring. And in both of these cases, the witness who was testifying about the ring was murdered. However, there's no one point in which they differed. And that is the presence of the absence of the great thief Yatagarasu. Mr. Rel claimed to be the Yatagarasu. However, in the middle of the trial, he suddenly declared Mr. Faraday to be the real Yatagarasu. Then during the recess, they were both killed. Don't you find it to be the least bit odd? Mosection! Stop being around the bushes and just spit it out already! I believe that there must be some reason that the two men suspect of being the Yatagarasu were both killed at the same time. A reason, huh? And so, in order to catch Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel's cold-blooded killer, I feel that I need to learn as much as I can about the Yatagarasu. It will help you solve this case. Then
And I'll tell you the reason why we've never caught the Yatagarasu.
What is that sudden outburst for? You almost made me whip you by accident. Wacha!
Oh! You still accidentally whipped me anyways. There are three main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always know the exact location of a target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always know exactly how to disarm the security system. Third, the Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind, ever. I see. So those are the Yatagarasu's special traits.
Sounds like an incredibly elusive thief.
The Yatagarasu have never been caught on tape, never tried to draw anyone's attention. They would never do something as lowbrow as commit murder. That's how I knew that Rel wasn't the real Yatagarasu right away.
You can use that sort of logic to prove on his own to prove that he wasn't.
Listen, little girl, I'm not done talking yet. What's the difference between about this time was that the evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police. And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Kotopian emissary, the Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu this, Yatagarasu that. The Yatagarasu sent the evidence. Until now, the Yatagarasu will always publicize any corrupt dealing through the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a select few others knew about. In that case, how could you be so sure that it was the Yatagarasu who sent it? That's easy. A special card that only the Yatagarasu uses was attached. That is how I can be so sure. What sort of card is this? Here, take a look at this article. Whenever the Yatagarasu wants to publicize something, a white card is sent along with the stolen information. But when we question Rel about what was sent along with the white card, it has no idea what it was. Ah, so that's how Detective Bad knew that Rel was a phony. Thank you very much. I have a much better understanding of the Yatagarasu now.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes?
His Honor would like to transfer the evidence from today's trials to you. So if you could come, please head over to the courtroom. It'll be much appreciated, sir.
Understood. I'll be there shortly. Detective Bad, what does the law mean to you? Finding the answer to that question is the only reason I'm still alive. I became a prosecutor to find the answer to that question myself, and to play a part in ensuring that all criminals everywhere are found guilty. December 10th, District Court, courtroom number 3, again. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. It appears that His Honor is still dispirited. For the first time today, I experienced what it's like to stand at the witness stand. I now have a great appreciation of just how hard it is to give testimony.
Well, there's no real reason for you to be all depressed about it, Your Honor. As a judge, no one expects you to think about anything other than the verdict.
Francisco, there's no need to further depress His Honor.
I'm not trying to, Miles.
Your Honor. Your Honor, I'm come to have collected the evidence that was to be transferred to me. Your Honor, the evidence? Your Honor! You, yes, can I help you? I'd like to collect the evidence now, sir.
Your Honor, do you think you can stay focused long enough at least to do your job?
Yes, I'm sorry. No one expects that the defense attorney has yet to arrive.
She was busy with
She's busy with the investigation, so let's keep this brief, shall we? Very well. In that case, please confirm all the pieces of evidence are present. Furthermore, the evidence that was used in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel are also included, so please go ahead and use them in your investigation to this case. Understood, Your Honor.
pieces of evidence that was used in the murder of those two men. This could be a very good chance for me to find new leads regarding their cases. And maybe it was something that will finally lead me to the truth. Place all the evidence over to the prosecutor best for you. I see. Thank you very much. I'll go and confirm that they are all accounted for. What do you mean I could go down? I don't have anything I could go down with. Or, I don't think I could go down to find something, so I'll just... Everything that needs you prepared is just sitting here on this table. You know you can just walk off with it, right? Of course I do. Because you must have been caught off guard by her client's sudden accusation. I wonder how long she was defending Mr. Will in that case if he was still alive. Hey, Kay, how you doing? I can even move here. I can move there. Bat is there, sulking. That's okay. Oh, sorry, mister. I'm a little busy right now. Doing what? Well, I'm looking for something. Uncle Bet told me to, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's get. I don't want to interfere with the girl. Let's take these detective back. It's angry. Yes, agreed. Agreed. Alright, well, let's go check the evidence. So this is the evidence related to the Cotopian emissary trial from Faraday's bag. You mean the evidence bag that was on the table in lobby number 2, right? Yes, finally, we can now take a look at the evidence itself, not just data about them. Let's be sure to examine them while we have the time. Agree, I want to take a good look at all the evidence from the emissary murder too. Why is that? Because I still don't fully understand what today's charge was about.
Ugh! Don't pull your crap at me just because you don't know something.
And don't you try to order me around just because Papa chose you today.
I see someone still sore about not being picked by Mr. Von Karma.
It's not so real to see a knife up close.
So we have a knife, the gun, an envelope. And what is this organizer doing here? Oh, that's right. I completely forgot to tell you. About what, Your Honor? We found Mr. Faraday personal organization inside the bag of evidence. Detective Bad request to be passed along to you. He said it will help you help the investigation. Detective Bad said that?
What's a strange turn of luck?
Well, I'm never looking to give horse in the mouth. We might as well flip through it too.
I want to recognize by every suspicion looking nook and cranny. Yay.
Took a quick look through these documents before the trial starts.
I wasn't even afforded the opportunity to skim it.
Suppose I should explain it to you then.
Yes, you should. Perfectly and entirely, if you please.
On the night of September 8th, an emissary staff member was killed in front of the embassy. The staff member died of shock due to being shot in the heart. Matt Groh was brought into the night as a suspect and thoroughly questioned because the murder weapon was found on him, for which he was arrested on the spot.
A superintendent of a man, that's what he was.
Perhaps he was, for the weapon wasn't the only incriminating evidence we had. His role was caught in the act on film by the security camera.
He was an even bigger superintendent, I thought. Can you believe he didn't notice a security camera?
The Cotopian embassy security system is supposedly very well designed. He may simply not be aware that there was a camera in the area.
So, have you seen the contents of the video for yourself?
Yes, the surveillance video the security camera took was played during the trial by Mr. Faraday. You can clearly identify Mr. Brill on it. Even the sound of the gunshot was crystal clear.
So the footage includes sound, huh? I don't think I ever want to see the moment of someone's death in real life. Me neither. I get it. I get it. Mr. Faraday organizer. It appears he was a habit of using it. Looks like he wrote his strategy for getting Mr. Rowe convicted down here. I have collected the evidence I need to prove that Rowe was the killer. Between the handgun Rowe handled him when he was arrested and the surveillance tape, we should be able to prove that he was the one. It appears that Mr. Faraday honestly believed that Mr. Rowe was the killer in this case. Son is then going on with working with the red character survey guard. I also have evidence that can be used to prove that Rowe was not the real Yatagarasu. And it will also appear that he had proof that Mr. Rowe was not the Yatagarasu. How many times he tried to play it, as long as I have the Yatagarasu key, I can prove he's a phone. Present it to him in court, it should clear up everything. And he appeared also to have a very definitive piece of evidence. No long about it, I hope this will finally bring it to an end. Yes, I believe that Mr. Faraday was well prepared to discredit any claim Mr. Rowe may have made about being the real Yatagarasu. And he had right to prove that Mr. Rowe was guilty of the party in the embassy murder. His organizers come straight from Mr. Faraday. I have to take my time to give it a thorough read later. Look, there's a picture stuck between these pages. It appears to be a key. And a rather ordinary one at that. Just look at the design of the handle. The craftsmanship is superb. Could this be the Yatagarasu key Mr. Faraday mentioned in his organizer? The Yatagarasu's key? Detective Beth says something earlier. That's not different about this time. Well, that evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police. And then the sender was none other than the police infiltrating the cooperating embassy, the Yatagarasu. Who? Yatagarasu sent the evidence? It is not the Yatagarasu, but always publicized any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. Not tonight. Even this time. Was something only Faraday and I, and a select few others knew about. Mr. Faraday must have tried to capture a secret kiosk safe. As the prosecutor both the Yatagarasu and the smuggling ring cases, that's to be expected. It was the knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday. Who thought that such a beautiful piece of art could have been used on such a cruel act? Does it never cross your mind that you could use your writing craft for wrong purposes? That's odd. What is it? Mr. Faraday didn't mention anything about a knife in his organizer. That certainly is odd. The weapon that was used to kill the Kodopian embassy staff member was a gun. But if that's the case, where did the knife that was used to murder Mr. Faraday come from? Isn't it obvious it was brought into the court about Mr. Hill? That's the only logical conclusion, right? No, because it's not easy to smuggle a weapon like that in here. Every person who enters the courtroom doors is checked thoroughly for contraband. Furthermore, the suspect was handcuffed, making it impossible for him to bring a knife as large as this inside. In that case, how do you suppose this knife ended up inside a courthouse? I need to think this carefully here. There's nothing related to the knife written anywhere in Mr. Faraday's organizer. However, it is the fact that this knife came from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. Conversely, there's only one item listed here in Mr. Faraday's organizer, and no one has claimed to have seen today. So in order to solve this mystery, I believe I need to take another good look at the evidence. Master Edward, can I take the fact that you have yet to answer me to mean that you don't have an answer for me? Actually, I do know the answer, Francisca. What? Then what is it? One of the pieces of evidence we've been holding on has been hiding the secrets of his own. And it was through this piece of evidence that the knife was brought into the courthouse. What do I show? Let's see how to answer my question at all.
Every piece of evidence has some secretive aspect about it.
Oh, and then I demand to know what the secret is to this one.
Alright, maybe there is no secret to this one. I need to think carefully here. There's nothing related to the knife within the Or is the fact that this knife came from Mr. Faraday's evidence box. Conversely, there's one item listed in Faraday's organizer that no one has claimed to have seen today. I think we need to take another good look at the evidence. And somehow, and it was through this egg.
Take that!
Is the Yatagarasu key Mr. Faraday mentioned his organizer? This is how the knife was brought into the courthouse.
You're not making any sense, Mouse Edward.
You just need to look a bit closer, Francisca, my dear sister, to see what I mean. Don't the color ornament of this key handle remind you of anything?
It do remind me of the knife.
Very good. Good girl. Here, have a biscuit.
Shut up, Mouse Edward! I'll take the biscuit.
Both the Yatagarasu key in this photo and the murderer's knife have this very unique design on their handles. Furthermore, even though Mr. Faraday mentioned the Yatagarasu key, the only object we found at the crime scene was the knife.
You don't mean to seriously to say?
It appears that you finally caught up. And yes, I do mean to say that these two pieces of evidence are in fact one and the same.
But that's impossible!
Yeah. Even if that's what you believe, we should still investigate this possibility. Now then, let's examine this knife in a bit more details. Finally. Zoom in. It's the weapon that was used to kill Mr. Faraday. The handle and the blade switch itself is a beautiful design worked on them.
Look, there's even a flower-shaped design in this golden section here. If this had been used as a tool for murder, I want it for myself.
You seem to be drawn to this embellishment too. Too bad this isn't mine to give. Aha.
Can't believe it turned into a key. To think there was such a trick to this.
So the weapon used to kill Mr. Faraday is actually a key to the Yatagarasu stone. This piece of information is more critical than anything we've learned up to now.
Frankly, I'm shocked.
Mr. Faraday only mentioned the key aspect of this piece of evidence in his organizer. It's possible that even he had no idea the key was holding a knife blade inside.
If that's true, then it's only someone who knew about the key to knife trick could kill Mr. Faraday.
Even among law enforcement, this key was top secret. We're looking for someone who knew even more about the key than even Mr. Faraday. Meaning that the only person that could have be is the one who sent the key in the first place, the great thief Yatagarasu.
And maybe Mr. Rail really was the Yatagarasu. And he was the one who killed Mr. Faraday. Isn't that one possible scenario?
No, not really, especially since Mr. Faraday was absolutely convinced that Mr. Rowe was not the Yatagarasu. Besides, as Detective Bass said earlier,
I was catching the girl with a revolution on the mic hood with no idea what it was. I see, alright, then I guess the person who knows the trick behind this key is someone else, and that person is the real Yatagarasu.
It seems that this key is truly the key to solving this case. Now one more thing. This gun was originally used to kill the Cordovian embassy staff member. When the crime scene was reported, the responding police found Mr. Rose still holding it, which led to his immediate arrest.
And then this gun took the original shooter's life. How ironic.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything else we can learn from this piece of evidence. That's odd. We're short one piece of evidence. And that piece of evidence that's missing is a surveillance video that was played in court. That's surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go? The video showed the moment which Mr. Rowe committed the murder. Where could it have begun indeed? Are you done with your inspection of the evidence? Yes, I'm finished. However, Your Honor, I'm missing a single piece of prosecution or evidence.
Your Honor, will you take the clearance and your duties?
What? No, I dare not neglect my duties. What do you take me for? No, Your Honor. The most important piece of evidence in today's trial, the surveillance video, is not among the evidence you laid out for me. What brought Mr. Faraday a whole bag with me from the crime scene? Maybe the tape is still somewhere at the crime scene? There's something wrong here. Something about this missing piece of evidence. It will appear that for me to find the answers I seek, I'll have to pay another visit to the scene of the crime. Defendant lobby number 2.
Oh, it's you.
December 10th, 6 o'clock p.m. 15 minutes? That was all 15 minutes? District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Hey, y'all. Yeah, I'm so cool. I'm gonna be with them. That detective bad, but who is he with?
I've never seen that officer before.
So, did you find it? No, not yet. And I looked everywhere. I see. Well, please continue with this search. Yeah, cool. Yeah, understood. I'll continue the search. So you're the one running this show. Prosecutors like you should even allow on the crime scene. How dare you? Just who you think you are? What was that all about? And who was that man just now?
Whoever he was, I've never seen a more impotent officer in my life. Too bad you're going to be working with him.
Does he even know that we're standing right here behind him? I know you're standing right behind me. What do you want, kids?
It looks like you were paying attention after all.
Of course I was. I have eyes in the back of my head. Ah, so that mirror isn't for vanity's sake. It's for him to keep an eye on who or what is behind him at all times. So tell me, Detective Bad, who was that rude man just now? The guy that came here for the Republic of Zane fought to study? He hates Elaine. He's trying everything he can to revive the lost honor of his family. He's traveled the world to study different philosophies of entertainment from scratch. By visiting various police departments around the world, he has a lot of dedication. He's still just a rookie cop, but I sense a strong grudge of some sort from him. The guy's more useful than Gumshoe, even if he is rude.
Well, he surely had a lot of guts to come to this country and give prosecutors a hard time.
I agree. However, I can think of one young lady that statement also applies to. Anyways, what is that agent looking for, Detective Bad?
Earlier, that little girl was poking around the lobby number 1 as well.
Like I said before, it's got nothing to do with the two of you. I highly doubt that it has nothing to do with me. Fine, if this is the game I must play, then I will take this opportunity to draw out what he's been hiding and what happened in this room straight from him.
That is one tiny TV.
Detective Gumshoe was rather shocked at this and said it was huge compared to his own.
Anything you compare with something he owns will always be grandiose.
Speaking of grandiose, I said that ego of yours could use a little deflating. Earlier, you said you were in lobby number 1 and now you're here in lobby number 2. You're quite the busy man, Detective Bad. Multiple returns to the crime scene brings about success. That's what we detectives say. I see. In that case, would you mind if I ask about what happened again? Correct? I don't have anything left to say to you, boy. Boy! You'll see. I will draw my answer from you one way or another.
Will you kill to help us even a tiny bit of our investigation?
I gave Faraday a notebook to the judge earlier. That helps enough, don't you think? Please, we were asking you for just a little bit more of your cooperation. Don't push me, kid. I'd like to ask once again about what happened around here at the time of the crime. I refuse to answer. Any more investigating you do will be a waste of time. Besides, how am I supposed to answer questions about things I don't know about?
Things you don't know about? Aren't you supposed to know everything?
You should. Wait, is it possible if he doesn't know about the trick behind a piece of evidence? I should try to show it to him. It may prove to be the key to getting some answers from Detective Todd. To the bod. Did you know that the existence of the item in this photograph? Of course I did. It's my job to know everything related to the Yaragarasu case. In that case, let me ask you something. Did you know that the knife that killed Mr. Faraday and this Yaragarasu key are one and the same? What? Impossible!
It looks like he didn't know after all.
This piece of evidence, which we call the Yaragarasu key, is actually the real camouflage knife.
Hold up, let me be right back.
And I'm back. Let's continue on. Mr. Faraday was planning to use this Yaragarasu key to prove that Mr. Rowe was not the real Yaragarasu. Isn't that correct? I guess so. However, Mr. Faraday had no idea that it was in fact a knife. Yeah, I have to admit, neither one of us knew that fact. And neither of us knew that no one... if neither of us knew, then no one in the law enforcement knew either. How did we miss something as big as this? I noticed that since a while ago, you appear to be searching for something. I presume that this key is what you've been searching for? Yeah, that's right. But why were you searching for it? Because I promised Faraday. I promised that I'll protect that key with my life. But after he was killed, the key disappeared from Faraday's evidence bag. Who would have thought that the key is what took Faraday's life? Detective Bob, so that we may find the truth, please testify for me once more. Alright? This doesn't matter how many times I tell you about what happened. Nothing will change. Detective Bob, I'd like you please testify once more about what happened in lobby number 2 and what you experienced in lobby number 1. My answer's still the same. And this is the last time I'm going to do this. That's fine, because I only need this one last time to clear everything up. And find the truth behind this case. Here he goes! I was in lobby number 1, talking with you. We were talking about some trivial things. I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to reconceive. When we heard it, you and I immediately dashed out into the hallway together. I saw Gumshoe goofing around there, and then we all ran into lobby number 2.
It sounds like the exact same story he told us before.
Indeed. However, I feel like we have yet to draw all the information that we can. That's your tell to tell you that we have to press. Press, you fool. Press.
Hold it!
I was hoping you could expand on what exactly you were discussing with Miss Yu. Trivial stuff. It was nothing important. That is for me to decide! Alright, I suppose that's for him to decide. Moving on then. Okay, never mind. He can decide for that for himself. Until you hear the gunshot, did you notice anything else that was out of the ordinary? I didn't hear any other strange sound until that gunshot. If the gunshot Detective Bad heard was really one from the murder, that would give the other piece of evidence an entirely different meaning. I understand you please amend your testimony with the statement just now. So... Give me the balloon. I'll turn it off balloon. The balloon is the only thing left. Can I wait? Let me wait. Okay, let's see. Because I am very close to the part. I could probably just time this correct. There we go! Yeah, I love it. I love when I time it right. Detective Bed, does this balloon fragment remind you of anything? It's the same color as the one Kay was holding. Oh, so you knew about the girl's balloon? Yeah, I was sitting with her up in the gallery. During the recess, just before we split up, I filled the balloon up for her. Now why am I even speaking with some dignity? Well, you may have already summarized, this piece did indeed come from Kay's balloon. So, what about the balloon? I wonder if you might remember hearing this balloon pop at some point. What are you getting at? This fragment was found in the hallway right in front of lobby number 2. Furthermore, it was the sound of this balloon popping that the judge mistook as a gunshot. So the sound the judge heard was not actually a gunshot, huh? On top of that, His Honor said that he heard the balloon pop about 20 minutes before the trial was to reconvene. Yes, which means that His Honor heard the balloon popped in the hallway. Which you were in lobby number 1, Detective Bod. And if you were in lobby number 1 at the time, you were close enough that you should have heard the balloon popping as well. So? Don't give it the soul! We just pray that there's a flaw in your testimony! The crackling of the truth is louder than the sound of your sweet naivete crackling. Since you kids don't seem to know, let me fill you in on something. Did you ever stop to think why the doors and walls of this place seem so rugged? That's because they're designed to keep secrets from being leaked. What is that supposed to mean? The doors and walls are super thick. The window panes are double layered. To top it off, even the curtains are made of special sound absorbing material. Then you mean... As I was shut up inside lobby number 1, there was no way I could have heard that sound. No! I knew that he was going to say... It does mean that Scruffface testimony is completely useless! If there are rumors soundproof, then of course he wouldn't hear us any sign of a struggle. Oh! As also why it's only natural that I didn't hear a balloon popping. Now, do you get it, kids?
Mouse, I thought we were supposed to be the ones finding flaws in his logic. Not the other way around.
The other way around? It's not possible to hear the sound of balloon popping if one were in lobby number 1. However, if you examine this situation in reverse, a person standing in the hallway should not be able to hear the real gunshot either. And yet Detective Gumshoe claimed to have heard it while he was standing in the hallway. Detective Bod, if that's the case, how exactly did you hear the gunshot? What do you mean, how? I just did. It would appear that you haven't yet to realize the contradiction in your own words. Oh? How so? If the rooms are as soundproof as you said they are, then how did the sound of the gunshot enter your ears? I see what you mean. I guess I'm more out of it for Faraday's murder than I had thought.
Which means, what exactly, Miles? And Ian, what does that all boil down to?
It boils down to this. There must be a reason. This is how Detective Bad and Gumshoe had a gunshot that they theoretically couldn't have.
And next time we need to examine the state of the crime scene again, huh?
State of the crime scene? Wait, can it be?
It's the strong perfume used where she spills some of it.
Oh no!
It ain't too noisy. So for next video,
How could one possibly ever just disappear? Where did it go?
time for logic. Oh no, come on. Fine, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Connection!
It's simply not possible for the killer to have escaped through the barrel windows. And yet the fragment of a perfume managed to escape from the defendant lobby number 1. Of course, incorporeal things can move freely through these open barrel windows. Of course.
Connection!
Now then, what else besides the smell can go both in and out of an open barrel window? The answer is sound. So no matter how careful the killer was, if the windows were open, the jig would be up. And since the windows in both defendant lobby 1 and the hallway were opened, that explains how the sound of gunshot could have been heard in both locations.
And last but not least, connection!
The missing piece of evidence is a video that shows the moment in which Mr. Real killed the embassy staff member. The sound of the gunshot left quite an impression on me when it played during the trial. The video should have been returned to Mr. Faraday's evidence bag for the recess and brought back here. If it disappeared after the time, then it's possible that the tape is still here in this room. Eureka! The missing evidence created for me is the gunshot sound that no one should have been able to hear in the first place.
Miles, what you been thinking about? Stop wasting time and let's get start looking again.
It's not a waste of time to think. Why not figure out where we should look?
Where would that be?
I believe we should examine the television! The TV? Well, you kids have fun. Go ahead and examine whatever you like.
Begin investigation.
All unarrested. Yeah, whatever. There's a videotape player, and it seemed to be a videotape inside.
It looks like it. The tape must have stopped on its own when it reached the end.
This tape, could it not be the missing surveillance tape?
I suppose, but...
Detective Bat, would it be alright with you if I verify the contents of this video? Sure, knock yourself out.
Alright, then let's rewind to see what we have here.
If I remember correctly, the footage of Wells killing the embassy staff member should be about the 30-minute mark from the start of the tape. Understood. This should be about right. Now then, let's see.
This is the footage of Mr. Rose shooting the embassy staff member. I knew it. The missing piece of evidence, the surveillance video, was here all along. The sound. What's the meaning of this? It appears that Detective Bat has figured out the true source of the gunshot he heard. With this, I can't think we can figure out the trick behind this double murder. Do you mean that you figured it all out then? Yes, all I have to do now is show what the gunshot the Detective Bat and Gumshoe heard was, and through where they heard it from. Fine! In that case, show me what you've been deduced. Show what the gunshot Detective Bat and Gumshoe heard was, and through where they heard it from. I want to browse until I expect every suspicion looking nook and cranny. Rawr!
Eureka!
If the door and the window to the crime scene, namely this room that we were in, were closed, the killer could have used the gun and no one would have been the wiser. That's true, the courtroom does seem to be well designed for such a thing as it were. However, what happened in reality was that the Detective Gumshoe, Detective Bat, and Miss Yu, all three of them heard the gunshot. When the window in the lobby 1, 2, and the Windows hall was open, wow, nice. Can't feel my Oh, I almost stepped on this. Okay. Ow, that hurts. Well, the window and the wall were open, so naturally the people in those locations could hear it. Wow, then why would the criminal open the window in the first place? To allow the gunshot to be heard, I suppose. Correct. That's the only logical conclusion we can draw from this. But why was that necessary in the first place? I want a real answer, Miles Sector. I demand satisfaction. No. You do your own kinky stuff yourself, alright? But very well, I believe the killer wanted to manipulate our perception of the certain fact. What was it the killer wanted to manipulate our perception of? When the crime scene took place. The killer wanted to fabricate the time of death to their precise wishes, and they used the gunshot in the surveillance video to do so. So that's why the tape was left running. You mean the gunshot I heard was from this video? Yes, which means that the murders really occurred at an earlier time than we thought. It must have been during the recess, but before Detective Gumshoe was on guard duty. Someone has no alibi for that time period and planned this crime out in advance. That person is the real killer. Complete! And refill my life bar. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, what is it? Miss Yu is asking for you. She's in the courtroom. She says that she's identified the murderer, but that she wants to clarify something. It looks like Miss Yu is still investigating something. Understood. Please tell her that I will be right over. I'll come along. I want to hear what she... I'll come along. I want to hear what she has to say. It will appear that the time has come to uncover the truth. To be continued. 3 hours and 17 minutes. Oh my gosh. Save my progress and we'll save this for next time. I want to rest. I want to rest. I need to rest. I need to rest my mind and think it through. And that is a very long time for me to be here. Oh my gosh. Give me a moment. I want to check out something here right now quickly. Yeah, he's playing Dragon Balls.
Actually, I have the app. I find it funny that there's no other. Tell them to put any other app for. What do I need these for? Let's see. Schedule. Splat Zone. Do Splat Zone. What messages? Why is it dump so? All right, so just out of curiosity, oh! Okay, that's King Buggy. Let's go ahead and you switch. Key changes. All right, cool. So I'm gonna put this here. Put that here. Let's put this right. I have the urge to play this right now. Ah, here he is. Perfect. Excellent. Let's play some Marvels before they call it night. Uh oh. Yeah.
I'm gonna get this test out right now. Tornado, hold on. Okay. How about from here? Ah, my back. Okay. Let's see here. Look at this. Here, there's drone, beacon bomb. Yes, server launch. On strike. Okay. Do some online play. Okay, basic standby. You're not gonna pick your characters? All right, let's do this. Fun time.
Oh, Jesus. That hurts. Piss off. Oh no, I didn't mean to call you back. I'm not used to not without the flash. I need the flash to tell me that I'm doing something good. Does this work? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get someone saying, "It's time for you to battle right now." This is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I didn't even get a chance to play. Oh gosh, Magneto. Oh gosh, Akuma. Oh no! He knows it's evident! Thank you! Get out of here. Bye-bye. Oh, Jesus. God damn it. Okay. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that works. I learn something new every day. Yeah. Whew. Are you doing this to me right now? Are you really going to use this team? Are you going to really kill me? Why are you such a... No, why are you right here? Oh! Like Neo Tuck. Ah! Lone! Ah, fudge. Oof. Fuck. Yes. Whew. Strider? Thank you. Oh, Jesus! Stay away from me. Ow, ow, ow. Yes! Ah! Oh, shit. Oh. One more match. Then I'm calling it off. Oh shit. I don't want to change the colors. Oh, Sentinel. Good. Great. Yeah, I love Sentinel. Thank you very much. I love Sentinel. I love it when people play Sentinel. It's like the best thing in my life. That's a joke. I don't. Okay, get off my face. Ah. Thank you. Thank you. That's the launcher. Got it. Yeah, that's right. You recovered. Ow. Ow. Thank you. Oh, I hit the mic. All right. That was fun. Oh, yeah. Complete each game in the collection with every character? Jesus. This I could see myself doing, but this is so much. Wow. Heroes never surrender. Or something like that. Alright, I really need to get going. So thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. Laters.